Yes, my people, it's your boy Mr. CV. I'm back with another special video. Last weekend I didn't post a video and there was a reason why, and I'm gonna get straight into it. So what happened was, about a month ago, the council clamped my car when I parked in the correct place and I had a parking permit, as I'm gonna post a picture. I made a video of the council clamping my car and I posted it on TikTok, but I'm gonna share the video in my next video, because if I share it in this video it will get copyrighted because there was some music that I put in the background. But also I'm going to share the link in the description, so you can click the link in the description and that will take you straight to the video on TikTok. Before I moved into the area that I live in now, this area is a car-free zone, which means only certain people are allowed parking permits, and if you're not allowed parking permits you can't park your car, and the council will not give you a parking permit. So what I did was I created a little leaflet. I went around the local people in the area that had a driveway and I posted the leaflet to tell them, look, listen, I don't have a parking space. If you have a driveway and you're not using it, if I can use it, I'll pay a fee. Some got back to me, others didn't. But anyways, one of them that got back to me actually, when I went to his place to park, when I went to go see his place, he had a fat dog. He had some big dog, and for that reason, it's not like I'm scared of dogs like that, but to be honest with you, I didn't feel comfortable, so I said, you know what, let's leave it. I don't want to park in your space. Then I saw another parking space, another place. Another person contacted me and told me, yeah, I can park in a space. And I said, okay, no problem. And the price was a bit expensive, but I said, you know what, it's better than getting a £65 fine every time when you get a parking fine. So I said, okay, no problem. But the issue was, the tenants that live in the house, I don't think the landlord told them I'll be coming to park in their driveway. So one day, I'm ready to go to work. I'm in a rush. I get to where I parked my car. The issue now was, the people that live in the property that I parked my car on the parkway, one of the tenants is parked their car in front of my car. And wow, so I couldn't get my car out. So literally I've had to go and jump on the train. I was even late. I've had to contact my manager and say, look, I'm late. But obviously I just said, look, there's a lot of traffic on the road. I just had to make some kind of excuse. After that situation happened, I called the landlord that allowed me to park in their driveway. I called him and I said, you know what, I don't want to do anymore. Give me back my money. We had a back and forth. He gave half of the money back and I said, you know what, don't worry about it. So I try and look for other alternatives. Luckily, I found another person, and this person has actually been really good. I've been with that person since I've been living here actually. He's actually really good. Even the price was a bit expensive, but you know what, like I said, it's better to pay a little bit more than we get £65 fine. Anyways, let's get back into the main reason how my car got clamped. What happened was, the council gives you visitors permit for certain zones. So I've had a lot of these visitors permit and they're paper permits. But the issue with these paper permits now is, after next year, they're gonna go electronically. So I've had a few of them in my car, so I thought, let me use it up. I finished work on that day. I was gonna park where I normally park, the person's driveway that I pay for, that I was gonna park. But the issue is, he had a visitor and the visitor parked in that space. And because the visitor parked in the space, I can call him to tell him to tell the visitors to move the car. But I was like, you know what, don't worry. Let me use my paper permit since it's in my car. And since after this year, these paper permits won't be valid anymore. So I used the paper permits. I put it in front of my car. I put it literally on my dashboard. And then I went to sleep. And I thought, okay, when I wake up from sleep, I'm gonna go back, pick up my car and go and park in that person's driveway. So I've had a nice sleep. I don't know what I was dreaming about, but I've had a nice sleep. I woke up, I've gone downstairs to go and pick up my car. My car's disappeared. And I'm just like, what? And I started walking up and down, like I'm walking like some headless chicken. I'm walking up and down thinking, oh, what's going on? Where's my car gone? Like, I go back to where the driveway was that I normally park my car, and my car is not there because obviously I didn't park there, but I thought, let me just check there just in case. I go back again, I'm walking up and down, I can't see my car. I'm even looking underneath cars. I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking at some random places. You know when you've lost something and you're just looking like random places that you wouldn't even look for just because you're trying to find it. So I'm looking everywhere. I can't find my car. But this situation of clamping my car happened once to me. And it happened when I went to play football and I parked on the double yellow line. And my car also got clamped. But when it got clamped, I called the police and the police was able to locate where my car was. But funny part is that when I got a parking fine for that one and I paid it off. I didn't have to pay for them clamping my car. But this one, when my car got clamped, obviously I thought back to obviously the previous time my car got clamped. I called up the police. The police told me my car has been clamped by the council, and also I asked people nearby. They were able to show me my car getting clamped because they had a video of it. Anyways, after calling the police located where my car was, and it was in the depot, in the council's depot. So obviously, I took my bike, I cycled there. When I got there, they were just asking me so many information. Oh, what's my car insurance details, what's my driving license, blah blah. Anyways, they didn't tell me that I was gonna pay £240 for them to release my car. I'm not gonna lie to you, inside I was vexed. Inside I was vexed. Like I was just like, what's this? Like I did not even plan to even be spending that kind of money. But that wasn't even the issue. The issue is one of their workers started chatting rubbish. It was like, you better hurry up before they clamp your bike as well. I swear, man, I was literally gonna just start saying things that he didn't want to hear, but you know what? I ignored him. I was just like, no problem. Even I got the receipt that I paid here actually. This is the receipt. This is the receipt that I paid of them. And also, in the video that I posted, or that I'm gonna post in the next video, I said £270. Let me clarify that so that some of you don't come and say, you said it's 240, then it's let me clarify that. It's actually £280. So what they do is, I was given an £80 fine for having an invalid visitor's permit, which my visitor's permit was valid. And I'm gonna get to why, according to them, it's not valid. Just wait. Then, out of that £80 fine that was charged for clamping my car and taking it to the depot, they slashed that £80 into £40. So they now added the £40 into £200 for clamping my car, which made it £240. And then I had to pay another extra £40 afterwards to complete that £80 of them finding my car. So it was altogether, it was 280. In the video I said 270, but it was actually 280. So let me clarify that part. Now, back to why my visitor's permit was invalid, which it wasn't invalid. It was the correct visitor's permit actually. On my dashboard, which I'm going to show you in the picture as well, on the picture, which you can see right in front of you. On my dashboard, there's a black part on my dashboard that covered the year of my visitor's permit. So everything else was visible, the month, the day, my plate number, but the year of the visitor's permit was not visible. For that reason, they clamped my car, according to them. Okay, no problem. Now I had to pay £240 for them to release my car, plus an extra £40 to complete the full PCN fine. Obviously, like I said, I was vexed inside. Like literally, I was so vexed inside that if you touch me that time, the kind of blow I would give anybody. But literally, I was so vexed inside. I was just like, obviously, you didn't expect to pay £240. You're just waking up from sleep. All of a sudden, you didn't expect to pay £240. Anybody. And the worst part is, there's so many people coming in and out. People are paying silly money. So everybody that's coming is vexed. And the people that are working there was screaming as well, shouting. And I was just like, listen, they were starting complaining, people working there, shouting like, you shouldn't be shouting, you should be. I said to them, wait, I woke up from my sleep to come here to come and pay £240, you're telling me I should not be shouting. I should just be calm. Also, the kind of job you've taken, be expecting people to shout, because people are paying their hard-earned money to come and be giving it to the council, and you're expecting them just to come and do that smiling. Like, come on. It's like me being a teacher and I expect students not to make noise in the class. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, because kids naturally are going to make noise, are going to misbehave in schools, because that's just how they are. So it's part of my job to accept that, look, this is part of my job, and how am I going to deal with it? Simple. Anyways, I've paid the £240 fine, but I asked them, I said, look, I'm going to appeal this and I'm ready to take it to court if it needs to. And the same guy that made the joke about my bike getting clamped, it was like, oh, no point of taking it to court, blah, blah, blah. There's no point, you're wasting your time. I told him, I said, look, just because other people don't have the confidence to take it to court doesn't mean I'm not ready to take it to court. And one thing I want people to know is, when people hear court, people get scared. Don't get scared. But you should know your rights. I know my rights as a British citizen. And I know my rights as a person that live in this country. So you can't come and scare me about court. I told them. And I even wrote a letter to the council appealing and asking them to have my money. And what I wrote to them, in your own time, you can give it a read, or you can just pause the video and read it. But I'm just gonna read a few parts of it that I feel that important. So this is the letter there, challenging Newham, which is my council, for towing my car. I said, I'm challenging this PCN for my full payment of £240 I paid to collect my car back after it was towed. I said, this is ridiculous, as I put the right permit on my car, as you can see from the supporting evidence, and moreover, the rule from the Newham clearly states remaining paper permits will remain valid until expiry or the end of 2022, whichever comes first. But this is the part that I want to really read, because they are jokers. They are bloody jokers. They are ridiculous. They're a bunch of vagabonds, man. I told them, I said, this is a money-making scheme, and there's no justification for towing my car and making me pay £240. With the rise in cost of living, I would expect you to take the citizens' livelihood into consideration, but clearly this shows you do not. I have been a Newham resident for over 15 years, and I must tell you I'm appalled by this situation. I just want my money to be paid in full, and I'm happy for you to take me to court, and there's no way I'll be allowing you just to take £240 just like that. Listen. One thing in life is this here. Look, you can call me names, you can do whatever. But one thing I hate in my whole life is people trying to cheat me. What my council did is a form of robbery. It's not even a robbery, it's daylight robbery. I'm gonna call it what it is. And they've been doing that for so long. But because people just think, it's just a waste of time, let me not bother going to court, let me not appeal it. I told them, they've met someone different. Because if you feel you can cheat me, it's a lie. I am ready, whoever wants to feel they can cheat me, I am ready to battle it out to the end. Take them to court, because one thing I hate is people trying to cheat me. And like I said, we're in a situation where there's cost of living, and you really think this council, my council, are showing me that they care about the citizens' livelihood? Because if they really care, do you think they'll be clamping my car, taking £240 off me, just like that? And they think I'm just going to pay it, smiling. They must be joking. Anyways, I took it to court. I appealed it first of all. They came back, they rejected it. This is what they said. According to them, they said, it is the driver's responsibility to ensure that their permit is clearly displayed so that all the details can be observed by the CEO from an outside view ready for inspection. As your permit could not be validated, the PCN was correctly issued and the vehicle consequently removed. Please refer to the CEO's photographic evidence which can be viewed online. Okay, no problem. But this is the part that was important to me anyway. He says, should you decide to appeal and the adjudicator finds in your favour, Newham Council may be instructed to cancel the penalty and remove the removal fee, or the council may be asked to refund the removal fee. On the other hand, if the adjudicator rejects your appeal, the case will be closed. Please note that an adjudicator cannot allow an appeal on the basis of mitigating circumstances, but may refer the case back to the authority for further consideration. An adjudicator may award costs if they consider that either party has acted frivolously, vexatiously, or wholly unreasonably. The adjudicator's decision is final and binding on both parties. Now I want you to listen to that last part, because that last part is very key. The adjudicator's decision is final and binding on both parties. They're finished. Newham, you're finished. For me, why I was so strong about taking this to court, do you know I was so strong about taking it to this adjudicator, yeah? Was because if I didn't have a parking permit, Newham, my council, the person will put a £65 fine on my car as not having parking permit or not displaying parking permit. But I displayed the correct parking permit, and they didn't just even give me a ticket, they clamped my car as well. And you know what, when I look back at the evidence, I put my hands up, and which I wrote in the letter as well. I put my hands up and I said, okay, you know what, that's fine, you're correct. The black part of my dashboard was covering the year of my parking permit. Okay, that's fine, I'll take that. For that reason, I'm happy to pay the £65 fine or the £80 fine for showing incorrect permit. But to clamp my car as well, come on man, you guys are a bunch of thieves. That's what you guys are. Daylight robbery, you guys are. Anyways, I took it to court, and when I took it to court, see the kind of book they sent me. See the kind of book my council sent me. They're trying to scare me. They think they were gonna scare me. They're jokers. So as I've read this, I took it to court. Well, I've taken it to the adjudicator, and I booked a day. And actually, that was last week. It was actually last week, Thursday. Actually, that I booked a day. And on the form, they said to me, "Oh, I can have a telephone, or I can have an email instead of coming there." No, I said to them, "No, I want to be there. I want to be there to defend my case. Win or lose, I don't mind. But one thing I want to do, if I don't go there and defend my case, I will not be happy with myself. Because like I said, this is a form of daylight robbery. And these councils, they've been doing this for too long. Because they know people will just think, yeah, I don't want to miss work, so I'm not going to bother appealing, I don't want to go to court. No. If I feel strongly about something, like I said, I'm ready to fight for it to the end. That's how strongly I feel for it. Even if it's 1p my council took from me, I'm going to make sure I take it back. And if they waste time in refunding my money, back, I'm going to tell them to double my money as a sign of wasting my time and wasting my energy. Anyways, I took it to court and I went in front of the adjudicator. I made sure I took the day off from work. I went to the adjudicator. I went there, obviously he said his part, I said my part. I told him, I said, look, I don't mind paying the fine because yes, they're correct. My dashboard, it covered a year of my visitor's permit, and that's fine, cool. But to clamp my car, I'm not gonna accept that. I am not gonna accept that. Anyways, I've said my part. The judge or the adjudicator did say, yeah, the law is a bit harsh, blah blah blah, this and that. I'm not gonna lie, I left feeling like, you know what, I thought I might have lost that case, to be honest with you. I actually felt like that because the law was applied. Anyways, I woke up. As I've woken up, I won the case. So my counsel, let me read just the field part of it, why he accepted my appeal. So he says, the adjudicator, having considered the evidence submitted by the parties, has allowed the appeal. So he's allowed the appeal. So I've won that case. Let me go to his reason. Because even me too, I'm not gonna lie to you on the sly, I was a bit shocked. But still, I'm happy. I'm happy because, like I said, these councils are thieves. It's not just these councils, a lot of the councils are a bunch of thieves. Taking people's money just like that. And then the worst part is they expect me just to come in and just be smiling and be happy that, yeah, I'm paying £240 just like that. Do you know how much it takes me to make? Do you know how much it takes an average person to make £240 a week? He says, there is no dispute that there was a valid visitor's permit in the car. This was not clearly displayed in that the serial number, month and year were obscured by the dark strip at the bottom of the windscreen. So the council did admit that I did have the correct visitor's permit, but it was just because of that dark part that was covered, the serial number, according to them, that was the reason why they clamped my car. He says, however, I have compared the civil enforcement officer's photographs with the visitor's permit subsequently produced by the appellant, and I'm satisfied that the permit seen in the vehicle was in fact valid. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Let me just read on. However, the enforcement authority do not dispute that the permit seen was valid. Their case is that it was not clearly displayed. This means the PCN could properly have been issued for contravention codes 12 or 16, both of which assert a failure to clearly display. It might be possible to shoehorn the facts of this case into contravention code 19, but the case involves harsh enforcement of the power to remove the vehicle, with the accompanying substantial penalty. In these circumstances, I am satisfied it is appropriate to apply a strict interpretation of the requirement that a PCN must state. The grounds on which the civil enforcement serving the notice believes that a penalty charge is payable. He says, this is the final part. I am not satisfied that the PCN was compliant with the above requirement and there was therefore no penalty charge notice to trigger the power to remove the vehicle. It follows that neither the PCN itself nor the removal of the vehicle were justified and accordingly allow the appeal. Finished. Council, you're done. I dare my council to come and appeal this. I dare them. In fact, my council can't even appeal this. Because you know why? Because when they rejected my first appeal with them, they clearly states, which I'm going to read again. They clearly states, and they said, the adjudicator's decision is final and binding on both parties. I dare you, my council, to come and appeal this. The adjudicator's final decision. I dare you, because I'm going to bring this up, and you wrote this yourself. The adjudicator's decision is final and binding on both parties. I'm giving them 1 week to contact me and pay my money back, because if not, we're going Supreme Court. I'm telling you, because these councils, man, come on, bunch of thieves, man. Every month I pay them rent. Last month I couldn't pay my rent. Why? Because the money I was meant to use to pay my rent, I've had to borrow that money from someone. Because that money, they've taken it due to clamping my car. That's part of what I wrote. And even, in fact, I didn't read that part. It was at the end of when I challenged them. And I said, please investigate the matter and do the right thing by refunding my money. This is what I wrote to my council. This money was projected as part of my rent, and now I'm having to go into overdraft and borrow money from the bank just to complete my rent, which I paid to Newham. Ridiculous. Bunch of thieves, you guys are. Daylight robbery. guys are robbing people. Thank God I used to watch Robin Hood. No wonder why people be... You know, yesterday, when I was there, one guy mentioned, yeah, due to these type of behaviours by these councils, this is what's making people go and do things that they should not do. Because they're thieves, man. They're robbing people. Anyways, my people, one thing, like I said, one thing I hate is people trying to cheat people. I don't like cheating people. I like to be clear and let people know. Regardless of whether my brother, my sister, or whoever it is, I always tell them the truth. Like, look, this is how it is. Because I don't want a situation where in the future they come and said, my older brother cheated me because he's older than me. No. You have to do things with integrity and with honesty. But anyways, I'm making this video because if something like this happen and you know you're right, don't be scared to go to court. Don't be scared to challenge them all the way. Challenge them. Fight for your right. Fight for what you believe in. Because when I told the guy there that I was gonna appeal this, the way he made a mockery of me, there's no point. You're not gonna. No. In fact, when people doubt me, that's when I show myself. Because it takes results to cancel insults. Now that I've got the results, the guy can't insult me. What is he going to insult me about? You might not even like me as a person, actually, because not everybody's going to like me. But one thing for sure that I can guarantee you is if I believe in something, I get results in it. And I let my results speak for itself. I know some people come out and say, they did this and they did that. No. I say what I'm going to do and I do it. What I'm going to say. So if the council or people because I know a lot of people that drive and sometimes you get parking fines and you know for sure you're on the right, but because you can't be bothered to take it to court or take it to an adjudicator, or because you can't be bothered to miss a day of work, you just pay the money because you think to yourself, I'm gonna make more money anyway. No. You worked hard for this money. Someone can't just come and just take your money just like that. Come on. Even if it's 1p my council takes from me, I'm gonna make sure I collect it back. And I remember when I was at university, actually, one woman actually said to me that even if it's 1p of your money someone takes, collect it back. Because you worked hard for that money. Because come on, man. And listen, like I said, if you're right and you know you've been cheated, or you know you've been incorrectly, they've taken your money correctly, come on, man. Take it all the way. But obviously there's some certain, if you know and you really believe that, look, you feel strongly about it, like I do with this, take it to the court. Go and fight out and stand on your case. Whether you lose or you win, of course we would like you to win, which I said to the judges, of course I want to win the case. But like I said, if I didn't speak my mind and let the judge know how I feel about this situation, then I won't be happy with myself. I won't be able to sleep. If I went there, I spoke my mind and I lost this case, I will still be happy. Because the fact is I was able to clear it off my chest. And once I clear something off my chest, that's it. It's done. So listen, I'm not going to take any of your time. It's your boy, Mr. CV. I'm going to leave you right there. Like I said, if you feel strongly about certain things, push it. Because trust me, if you're not going to push it, if you're not going to stand up for yourself, I'm telling you, you're just going to be cheated all the way. And like I said before, it takes results to cancel insults. Once you get results, I'm telling you now, my council, if they hear my name again, they will think twice before they start clamping my car and giving me wrong decisions. I know that for sure. Because like I said, I'm not a person that you can just come and just cheat just like that. No way. No way. No way. But anyways, like I said, I don't want to take your time. It's your boy, Mr. CV. I'm back with another video. Stay tuned. The next video is definitely one you want to keep up for, you want to watch. This is just an update of what's currently happening. Obviously, lots of things happening in my life. Obviously, not everything I'm going to share on YouTube. But certain things that I think people can learn from, it can help people. Obviously, I'm happy to share it. So, people, have a nice day and enjoy whatever you're doing. Keep watching the videos, keep subscribing. We're nearly about to reach our target of 1,000 subscribers. Just nearly, just the last few bits. We're nearly there, and I'm 100% sure we're gonna get there. I am 100% sure we're gonna get there. But it's not a rush. I'm not competing against anyone. I'm doing it at my own speed, at my own time, at the time that suits me. Because I'm a very, very busy person. I'm a very, very busy guy, actually. So, but there's no rush. There's not a time frame that I have to get to 1,000. But of course, everybody will like things to be done quicker. But sometimes you have to sit back and say, you know what? I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very grateful because it's been a long journey. But it's not a race, it's a marathon. So for that reason, we just have to just keep pushing and keep going. Every day, as we're here, we have to keep going. We have to keep pushing and we have to keep developing. So for that reason, I leave you there. It's your boy, Mr. CP. Have a nice day. Take care. Like, share and subscribe. And continue enjoying your day.